what happened, but apparently we lost all kinds of connection. So I don't know, guys. Sorry. I end up having a lot of problems with this stuff sometimes, but man, I don't know. I'm trying. Hold on, here we go. So we're gonna work on the face. So I ended up just getting it back on. Just turning it back on and all that. So here we go, we're back. We is back. What's up, y'all? Yo, what's up? How y'all doing? I had a live stream going, but I guess there was some technical difficulties that I wasn't aware of. I don't know. So we're back now. What's up, everybody? We're touching up on a raccoon's face. Getting ready to tan it. Gotta get it cleaned up. Had to take a phone call a minute ago. Guy wanted me to tan a buffalo hide. He didn't like how much I was charging him. So Cammy, what happened to the live earlier? I mean, I don't really know. It seemed like it was still going on my end, but it just kind of, something weird happened. I don't know. It was booming. And something got me off. I wonder if somebody, like, I don't know, tried to report me or something. I'm not sure. Something weird was going on. But I'm back. Glad we're back. Yeah, me too. Froze. You just froze. What do you mean? I think something weird might be going on with my live streams. I'm not sure what it is. Does everything look good on y'all's end? Are we rolling? Right after you kick Barack Obama, your live stream mysteriously ended. Man, that's crazy. Maybe I should have just left Barack Obama alone. I don't know what happened. He might have done something crazy. But I just kicked him off, and then that was that, you know? That's all I did. Hit that like, y'all. We're almost at 100. Earlier, yeah, I know it. Yeah, it was blowing up earlier. Crazy. I hate that ended. Oh man, it was awesome. But I held like it went from like 495 viewers. Yeah, right. Why? Who is that, man? Mamshi, that's crazy. Yeah, I get some weird comments about this stuff, but hey, circumcision specialist. That's crazy. Tell there's almost like 300 people, and then it just started buffering. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it went down to like 4 people, and I was like, well, I'm still holding a few views, so I don't know. I couldn't imagine. Like if it ever goes down to 0 views, I kind of can realize like, okay, something's going on. And so I double check it on another device, but to make sure. Sometimes, you know, the live streams, there's complications with it. And some I just can't explain. All I can do is click live and, you know, start doing stuff. But if anything happens, I just really there's nothing I can do about it, and that sucks. But I think it's some sort of YouTube complication. I mean, if it's like I got service and all that. So I don't know why. I don't know. So look, we're cleaning off the side of the mouth. Can you see the lip line right here? That's what I'm removing. See how it's all blue like right in there? I'm just getting that out of there. Because that's just like connective tissue, there's muscle in there. There's all this type of stuff that if you try to tan that, once the hide starts drying and you're trying to finish it, it's just going to get real hard. So we're going to get rid of that. Yeah, we're just going to act like none of that ever happened. And we're going to freaking roll with this, what we have left here of this raccoon hide. I hadn't done anything since all that happened. Well, I guess I split these ears, which I thought the live was still going because I had like 6 people on here. Yeah, I thought it was weird how it went from like a few hundred to 6 like immediately. I was like, huh. I thought the algorithm just kind of kicked me out for some reason. I don't know. Never know with YouTube. Never know. So we're back. We're cleaning up the space real good. Whenever I get all this done, like I have a lot of stuff right here I gotta clean up top. What's up, D2? Yeah, you're back, man. I'm glad y'all found your way back. You sell animal tails? So I sell cow tails. That's pretty much the only tail I can get a hold of. Because, like, if all these were actually my skins, and I was making stuff out of them, then I would have tails readily available. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So, but I can get a hold of cow tails all day long and tan those. So if you're interested in a cow tail, look at my YouTube description. The description up on my actual YouTube channel. Find my email. Shoot me an email. And man, we will get you lined out with a cow tail if you are interested. So as you can see, where I make clip-on tails for rays. Huh. Yeah, well, if you're interested in cowtail, let me know. You have to deal with a lot of smells here and there. Depends on how busy I am and how late that I work. Sometimes if I work late, I'm really bad about not cleaning up immediately and waiting until the next day. And then you can kind of have a little smell. But for the most part, like this is a fresh hide. It's not rotting. If I left it out, it would rot, but I don't let it get to that point. So no, I don't really have to. It's not terrible. But yeah, I mean, I guess in a nutshell, instead of my long explanation, yeah, there are some smells involved with this. It's not as bad as you might think though. So right now I'm just kind of gliding my razor blade over the whiskers. And trying to be real careful with that, because if you snip one of these bulbs down in here, then the whisker will just totally fall out the other side. So you don't want to go too deep on the whiskers. Now I just take this all the way down into the lip line. And it's just a real slow process. So I don't really rush this part of the process. I'm just, you know, take your time on the face, man, it can look so good. It just changes the whole entire hide. If you have a soft face, like it just, yeah, totally worth the time that it takes to just kind of peel all this stuff back and out of the way. And so you can always, you know, what's up, Taylor? Glad you're back. I don't know what kind of complications we was having earlier, but it's kind of crazy because we were getting a lot of lives or a lot of views on here. Maybe YouTube accidentally put me out there like that. I don't know. That was the most views I'd have ever had at one time. I looked up at one point, it was like 495 views. I was like, goodness. That's a lot of people. So maybe YouTube's like, oh wait, no. You don't get that many. And just totally took me off. I don't know. So I'm just making sure I'm going all the way down. Because once you start getting towards the end of the lip, then you are getting super close to the edge. It starts getting really thin. So I've made it all the way now. Obama was throwing brain rot in the chat. Yeah. Cool tattoos. Hey, thanks. You're zoomed in. Is this on purpose? Yeah. I zoomed in because I'm like honed in on this face right here. And if it's like all the way back, I feel like it's too far away. What do y'all think about it? Would y'all rather me just zoom all the way out and do this little stuff, or have it zoomed in to see, so you can kind of see what I'm doing? Just let me know. So now we're just trimming off what we just peeled back. And y'all see those little hides right there? They're all dried out. Those are actually, there's a zebra in there. There's an African sable in there. And there's two other African hides in there. Somebody actually had went and hunted those hides, or those animals, and their capes is what they are. They're skinned out, the head and everything. And they sent them to a tannery to get tanned, and but the tannery messed it up, so this guy sent them over here so I can. That's a big deal for me. I don't have any bobcats for sale. I do have a bobcat. This one is already spoken for. This is for a customer. And still have to like Alright. No, I've never done a giraffe. Those are the first African animals I've ever had a hold of. So now we're going to come around here on the nose. And remove the cartilage so that the nose can be soft as well. So we're just taking little snips around the nose. And the cartilage on a raccoon nose, it goes in deeper on the top of the nose than it does on the bottom of the nose. So you just gotta, when you're doing it, you don't want to try to keep it even the whole way around because it's not gonna work out like that. Take the time on his nose. So if you ever question how deep you're going, whatever, you just turn it over. Take a look at it. But you can absolutely remove all of the cartilage out of the nose. And that is what we're going to do. So we're all the way through, and the cartilage is just sticking out. So we're going to take a razor blade and right in the center of the septum, we're just going to open it up and separate it. And then we'll come in and cut through the cartilage down to the skin. Not through the skin, but down to it. And so that cartilage is all the way down to the nose. Just like that, we got it separated. Yep. And so now we can grab a hold of each nostril and make sure that we have it all the way down. You just want to make the smallest little cuts because it's nothing to just cut all the way through. So I'll make an initial cut and then I'll stop and then peek on the other side just to make sure. How much does it cost to do a raccoon like this? Man, it costs $50 for one raccoon like this. Not bad. And so where I make my money is, you know, somebody's got a lot of raccoons. So somebody brings me like 8 raccoons, and that's, you know, that's $400. And then if I got like a few other people bring me, you know, some otters like I have right now, or a cowhide or something, I mean, it all adds up. As long as I take the time and do the type of work I'm doing right now, people will come back. how long does this take? If I'm just by myself, if I'm not doing YouTube Live, I could get a raccoon this size. This is real small done in probably under an hour if I'm just by myself, honed in on it and doing it. So with YouTube Live, you know, I stopped and I'm explaining. I'm not going real fast. I'm just explaining what I'm doing. And, you know, that's okay. That's what I'm trying to do. This hide here will get pickled. There will be some touch-up work on it after it's been in the pickle for a couple days. Around the face, I still need to flush some of this out, but I want that skin to plump up. That's what that pickle's going to do. So let's look at the skin of this hide. We'll zoom out now. Hello, hello, hello. All right. A little wet on the skin. The ears are still in there. This is not a big raccoon. Very small. My high school has a taxidermy class, but they got rid of it right before I started high school. Mega boner. Man, that would suck. Yeah, I've done squirrel. Yeah, I would be bummed out. But see the nose? There is no cartilage in there. Let me show you. You see that? My thumb's all the way up in there. Totally emptied out. So, let's here we go. We need to salt this hide because we're done with it right now. We just finished. Everything is fleshed on it, totally cleaned up, and ready to be salted. So you can see we got the ears turned, eyes cleaned up, lips totally cleaned up, nose turned, body fleshed, crap ton of grease, fat, everything removed. Now this is a Bison rug. It's for sale. I'll tell you that. That right there, that thing is for sale. Like, you can purchase it. You can email me and you can buy that Bison rug. Now, they're a little pricey, 100%. So that Bison right there, I'm trying to at least get $1,000 out of it. And for a Bison, that's pretty cheap. Like, a lot of times I go for $1,500, all the way up to $2,500 for a big bull Bison like that one. So I'm asking $1,000 for that one. But it is for sale. Now I can't do 600. I can't. A bull Bison like that, there's so much work that goes into that. It is unreal, and a lot of money goes into it to be able to tan it. A lot of hours spent on that. That right there, I mean, that is just that's a lot of work right there. If I didn't have somebody partnered up with me on it, I'd probably let this say heck with it and let it go for 600. That particular hide, I have somebody also affiliated. A cow, 600, yeah. Yeah, you want a cow hide? I'll do it for 600 bucks. Now what I'm doing now is kind of trying to rehydrate this. I just got water on this. What are you doing to the raccoon hide? I just fleshed it, cleaned it all off, got all the meat, fat, grease, membrane off of it. Right now I'm getting it wet, so when I salt it, the salt will actually stick to it because it's dried a little bit from being out here. So we're gonna get it a little wet. And we're gonna apply salt to it. Tail real good. hides will soak that water up and dry out real quick. Yeah, just water. Just regular old water. Just to rehydrate it a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually changing colors. Parts of it's turning blue from getting rehydrated. I just really want to make sure that it is indeed rehydrated. I want that salt to stick to it really, really well. I think we're good. So, I'll turn y'all here. Y'all can, if I can get this off. Alright, as you can see, I've been a little busy. So this is where I salt everything. I have to look over here and see. $50 in raccoon is pretty good if you can do them fast, man. Yeah, I mean, like I say, if I'm not on YouTube Live, I can go through them pretty quick. I mean, not as fast as I would like, but yeah. I mean, YouTube Live definitely makes it to where it takes me a significantly longer amount of time. I'm talking like way longer to do if I'm doing YouTube Live. But like I say, it's just because I'm stopping, explaining, and talking, and you know, all that. So but it's all good. I don't mind. Yep, raccoon, Robert. Yep, raccoon. These are otters right here. A bunch of otters. But yeah, if I hadn't been doing YouTube Live, I'd have been done with this raccoon an hour ago, at least. I mean, but it's okay. I know that going into it. When I do YouTube Live, I already know that I'm going to be working on this a lot longer than what I normally would. But it's all good. I ain't worried about it. So I'm just making sure I got plenty of salt on here. You can see, hopefully you can see, he's covered up with salt. And so we'll just hang him up. Just like that. We'll just let him dry. So that's pretty much it on the freaking, on the raccoon. About the only thing left to do is hang out. It is Oak Ridge. Hey, Oak Ridge. Man, I was going to ask you a question. The next live, probably soon. I'm here in a couple days, I think. I'm going to be, I don't have any helpers, just me. I think I'm going to do a cowhide next. Man, Oak Ridge, I was going to ask you a question. Oh, yeah. Okay, Oak Ridge, look. Yes. So here, I have a bunch of these African capes, right? I'm not sure. This says Jim's buck on it. I don't know if that's a species or what. I'm not sure what they are. But anyway, they're capes to be mounted, all right? Looks like they were wet tanned and they just dried out. I don't know. But anyway, the guy that wants me to do this, he said that they're dry and he don't want them dry. He wants me to soft tan them. So that's what I'm going to do. But I have no idea what to charge him. as of right now. I've got a zebra cape. I got a sable. What's up, man? I got a sable cape. And what would you think about something like this, Oak Ridge? I mean, this is totally an African something or another. But look at that. Yeah, I had to turn the light back on because the live stream ended. I know a butcher friend, he quiet when he turned 40 because he became mentally sick of all the kills he did. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm a butcher. And that's where I get a lot of my hides. Little Helper, I guess, yeah, you're talking about him. Man, that's cool. I'm not sure on that one. I've never done a hide like that. Yeah, I hadn't either, but I'm just gonna kind of, I guess, look it up, and I'll just have to come up with something. I don't know how many of you hunt, but my dad just gave me, he surprised me with this Muddy 180. It's got cameras all around the front and the side there. So, pretty excited to go put this thing out. Never had a camera like this. So, I would say at least 2 ounces of some high-grade marijuana per pellet. Man, I'm 100% sober, or I guess that would be something I would want to do, but not anymore. Not mentally sick, but he was not able to do the job anymore. You make fur pellets. Yeah, I make fur pellets like them back there. And this bison hide's for sale. And if anybody seriously wants it, it's $1,000. And just shoot me an email, and we can make that happen. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, $1,000 seems like a lot for animal hide, but you know, if you go look at them on anywhere, they're a heck of a lot more than that. Sorry, just adjusting, everybody. Making adjustments. What if I started doing hide tanning ASMRs? Would that be weird? Shoes gotta come off. God provided all the seed-bearing plants and herbs and animals for us to use them properly. You're a part of the circle life. It's all about balance. That's right. Trade for what? Sorry guys, I'm just kind of, I haven't got, I've been flushing a bunch of hides, so I've just been hanging out in this one little area. So now, it's time to clean up. Look at all these razor blades. Just a bunch of razor blades. Oh my gosh. This little bug just flew into my fan that's above me and it just cut them off. That's right. Jesus is Lord. Justin, I'm not building nothing. I just got done fleshing a raccoon hide and I'm just cleaning up right now. I just figured I'd leave the live on. Just people hanging out still, so I ain't gonna run nobody off, that's for sure. That's a huge part of it, man. It's trying to, you know, if you've got an area, you're tearing a bunch of hides in and you're kind of moving all around it, trying to keep everything organized is something that I struggle with a little bit, but it's all good. Try to make it happen. Just keeping organized and whatnot. Got y'all with me, man. And so this is my flushing machine. This is where I do the big stuff at. And that's what we're going to be doing soon. Is the big stuff. We're about to get into some really big animals. So that's where it's going to get super fun. Just kind of going around doing a little bit of minor cleaning. And you gotta pretty much do this to keep the freaking smell down. Now, snake hides are easy. What's up, Rones? Yeah, snake hides are real easy to do. Man, I'm just carrying y'all around. Kind of reorganizing because I'm fixing to be changing up what I'm doing. So, like, if I'm doing furs and stuff, I'm right where I've been. But if I'm coming over here, I'm getting ready to do cow hides. I gotta kind of move stuff around and get to where I can do that. Whoops. I'm just sweeping right now. I'm not going to turn this live off. If y'all are hanging out, that's 100%. I'm going to have to here in a little bit though. But right now I'm just doing some stuff. This is hide tanning stuff right here. We're not flushing hides, but this is stuff, you know, you got to keep it clean and all that. I appreciate y'all sitting here hanging out with me, man. It's cool. Pretty cool stuff. Hey, we're gonna clean this bison hide off real quick. It's kind of it's been out here for a while, so got some debris on it. That's what we'll call it. Debris. Oh wait, I gotta plug this up. Yeah, usually when I do like a whole bunch of hides at one time, Bison is great eats. I've never ate one, but I've tanned a few of them. But, yeah, I'd like to eat one. I hear they're pretty good. Let me go get this real quick. Crap.